I'm Random Trashy and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a new piece of kit that was sent to me from Warrior. It's called the Assaulter's back panel and it's here in Crye MultiCam. As you can see, straight from Warrior in some really nice packaging with the Warrior emblem on the front. All wrapped up nice so that it's not going to get damaged in transit or wherever it's stored. It's not going to get discoloured or dirty or anything like that. So always the kit from Warrior comes really nicely packaged. So just open this up, get into it. As you can tell from the off, really nice colour. Obviously it's the full licensed Crye MultiCam material. Really nice stitching on these panels across the top, and here you've got a detachable lower medic pouch, although you could use it for other things, and we'll go into that a little bit further in with the review. Across the back, so you've got the mould to take it all the way down your vest, and the attachment straps at the top so that you can attach it again down the back panel of one of your vests. So this is going to fit the recast, this is going to fit the DCS, this is going to fit the new Recon rig as well as some of the other kit from Warrior. This will actually attach to the back of it. So across the top we've got 3 5.56 weapon pouches with MOLLE on the front, so you can add further attachments if you need to. Now I did actually use a friend of one of these on a friend of mine's rig and was actually able to get to these magazines myself, although it wasn't the most comfortable transition. But what I would definitely say this for is that if you are a TL, you're a team leader, you're going to be the person at the front of the stack, this is definitely a piece of kit for you. It will take a full hydration sack as well, or you could use this back pocket here for carrying things like, I'm just going to open this up. You've got this full pocket down the back, which is the full length. Really good for a set of bolt cutters or something like that if you are going door kicking. These across the back, yep, you could use them yourselves, but at the end of the day, this back piece of kit is really about you supporting the rest of the team. This is for you to be the point man and to be able to give your buddy if you're running with one, or to give the rest of your team ammunition if they require it. At the same time, this bottom pouch here could be full of things like, flashbangs, it could be full of smoke, it could be full of pyro, that sort of thing, if it's going to be used in a MultiCam sense. But this is actually designed to be a medic pouch and detachable at that, so that if there is any injury done to yourself or your team, I'm just going to try and do this one-handed. Just lift up this front strap, which is just going to keep everything held nice and tightly to your back, and then you can open it on the vest if required, and I'll show you a little bit more in there. Or in the case of a real emergency, this could be detached from the rig entirely. So you've got this nice handle on the front here. If that was the case, you could give this a pull and it's going to detach straight from the vest. On the front, you've got a nice big pocket there, the full size of the pocket. Again, just tons of stuff you could have in here, whether it is medical stuff, tourniquets, that sort of thing, whether you keep your nods in here. This could be used for a ton of different purposes, but if we are talking about use for real steel, and guys out there in the field using this, perfect medic pouch, tourniquets, disinfecting, that sort of thing in the front, and then in the back you could have further medical information or medical pieces of kit. Inside, really nice big pocket, as usual from Warrior. We've got the bungees and everything across the back. Nice pocket at the front that velcros closed, and you've got another big pocket in there that you could store stuff in. So tons and tons of storage that you could use this for. Out real steel, detachable medic pouches, fantastic pieces of kit. It means that if you go down yourself and you're laid on your back, that someone could lift you up and detach this without having to fiddle and rummage through pockets and all that sort of thing. At the same time, if one of your teammates go down, you've got a designated medic and they know that you're carrying medical ordnance, someone can just rip that straight off your back, go over to the person that's been hurt, and they're going to have a full medic pouch full of stuff. If we are going to be using this for MultiCam, moving away from the idea of real steel, could have some BFGs in here, we could run loads of pyro in here, that sort of thing. You could rip that off, let your teammates give the rest of the team cover if that's required. The first thing I thought about this, being a little bit selfish I guess, is to throw all of my night vision and everything on it, and when it starts getting dark, get one of my mates, yank this off my back, got my MV, got my head mount and everything in there, and it's safely protected on your back at the same time. But tons and tons of usage, and I think the back panel idea is a great idea. So just fixing this back onto the panel, velcro on the back, velcro on the panel, stick that on there, give it a little pat down, and then this big strap that goes over the top and back in place on the back panel there. So yeah, you've got your 3 mag pouches across the bottom. Really versatile piece of kit on the at the bottom of the back panel itself. Could use this for a ton of different things. I'm sure that you guys out there are going to come up with some better ideas than me for using it. You know, I do know that it's written up as a detachable medic pouch, so you know, real steel guys, you guys that are out there in the field, you know, that's what I would recommend it for. But again, you guys might have better usage. Obviously, this will take a full hydration sack as well, and I'm going to go through that just now. So what I'm going to do is put this down, pick up my Source 3 litre hydration sack. If you are interested in this, or you're in the market for a hydration sack, there is a full review of this on the channel, and I'll put it in the link below. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to put this on my lap, open this back panel up. So just Velcros at the top, hopefully you can all see this okay. Just going to open that up, slide the source valve, the source bladder all the way inside. I'm just going to push that all the way to the bottom. Let's just drop that in there. Really, really nice tight fit. And we've got your latch at the top. So you see this little Velcro loop that you've got here. If I just pull the top of the bladder up, you undo that little loop, stick it through there, and that is going to keep your bladder upright. Then fold that top over and make sure you've got your valve sticking out, and there we go. Nice and flat, as you can see. It keeps a very, very slim profile still, even though we've got a 3 litre valve in there, 3 litre bladder in there. Have your pipe coming out. So if this was attached to your back, if we just stick it over the back, say, you can run this down, out, onto your rig, and it means that you're going to get plenty of hydration. At the same time, that back pocket can be used for, you know, a ton of things. You can stick bolt croppers in there, any other ordnance, you know, you can stick a jacket in there. You know, at the end of the day, it's a full length pocket that can be utilised any way you'd like it to. So, fantastic piece of kit, very, very versatile. Will take a full hydration sack, as you can see, and I've got the biggest one, that's the Source 3 litre, sat in there really, really comfortably. If you do want to go for something smaller, then you can. Great little loop at the top for attaching it. Your 5.56 magazines across the back. Could use them yourself, could be a team player and hand them off to some of your team members. Same with the kit at the bottom. You know, if this is out and you guys that are out there running it real steel, you're out there in the field, then that could be for medic, that could be for, you know, anything else that you're going to require to stick in there. Nice, quick, easy, detachable piece of kit. Very, very versatile. Very, very versatile. As I say, it will fit across all of the Warrior kit, so it will go on the Recon, the Recast, sorry. It will go on the new Recon, it will go on the DCS. It's made to fit them all. So yeah, really, really nice piece of kit from Warrior. Very versatile. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is the Assaulter's back panel from Warrior Assault Systems. Fantastic, you know, the quality from Warrior as always, beautiful stitching, all the seams and everything are really, really nice. The quality of the MOLLE is just fantastic. This is all in Crye MultiCam as well. So if you do have any more questions about this, if you'd like some advice on what to fit it up, what rig to go for, that sort of thing, I've got plenty of videos. I've got a review of my DCS, I've got a review coming of the Recon, I've got a review of the Pathfinder chest rig. So check the rest of the channel out. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you do want to see some more reviews. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all soon.